Allô?
Bonjour Colette, c'est Jean.
Jean, espèce de salaud. Tu devais m'appeler il y a 2 jours, j'ai cru que tu étais mort.
Jamais, mon amour, jamais, je te promets. Alors tout va bien?
Il y a eu un autre raid aérien hier. On a constamment des coupures d'électricité.
Salauds soviétiques. Mais bientôt on sera débarrassé d'eux.
Nous avons fait beaucoup de progrès avec les Américains.
Alors, vous gagnez?
Oh oui, oh, le colonel américain. C'est un vrai salopard. Ses plans de bataille sont complètement farfelus. Mais ça marche.
J'ai rêvé que tu étais mort l'autre nuit. Je me suis réveillée en pleurant.
S'il te plaît, calme-toi mon amour. Je serai de retour très bientôt. Nous irons sur le balcon pour discuter.
Jusqu'à ce que le soleil se couche. Et ensuite, on verra.
Tu retourneras auprès de ta femme?
Oh, allons, mais enfin... Ma femme m'effraie bien plus que les rouges. Mais je m'occuperai de ça aussi.
Sois prudent, d'accord?
Allez, ne t'inquiète pas. Nous nous battrons demain, mais je t'appelle dès que c'est fini. Je t'aime mon amour.
The Russians proved to be tough adversaries, giving ground only when they absolutely had to and making sure we paid a high price for every yard we gained. But after a few days, a gap opened in the Soviet lines and Colonel Sawyer ordered several companies through. The Soviet headquarters had been found, and we were to destroy it as swiftly as possible. If we succeeded, the Soviet defenses would collapse and France would be liberated, but if we failed, we would be cut off from the main force and annihilated. It was a daring move, typical of the Colonel. Always aim for a killing blow. Everything else is a waste of time and energy, he said to us once, and that motto seemed to permeate all his decisions. He was always certain, but the world was not. One uncertainty was Captain Bannon, who was acting like a loose cannon. We all wondered what it would take to bring him to heel.
Move our vanguard across that bridge.
Those bastards would be well fortified.
Oh, yes. I've ordered an artillery barrage to commence shortly. It should shake them up some.
No quarter should be given. I want these locusts gone from my country.
After today, they will be, Commandant. Parker, I want you to lead the attack. Bannon will be in reserve.
Reserve? Sir, my company should form the spearhead.
Your tanks will be needed soon enough, Captain.
But sir, we might miss the battle!
Is this about fame and glory, Captain?
No.
You'll find none of that here. Now go brief your men.
Yes, sir.
That's our cue, Parker. Get your unit. Jump off in 10. Parker, as soon as the barrage ends, I want you to attack. Move up through the town and strike at the command post by the church.
We do not have long before our main offensive begins, Colonel.
This mission
Right, Parker. We need
is
to
a
cut
bit
off the head of
tricky.
the snake before the offensive is launched, and time is scarce. I'm counting on you. Do this right, and we'll save a lot of NATO lives. And Parker, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but those narrow streets would suit your infantry real well. Tanks will have a hard time maneuvering. The cavalry has lent us some helo support. They can help us spot ambushes and find other hidden enemies. But they don't carry much armament, so be careful with where you send them.
Indeed, scout
Launch
helicopters
your
are good for
assault now,
forests,
Lieutenant.
but that's
Start
about
by
it.
securing those bridges. Bannon, leave a platoon here to help defend those bridges once Parker has captured them. The rest of your force is to provide security for Commandant Sabatier as he flanks around to the south.
Sir, can't the Commandant manage his own security?
No.
My company could support Parker instead.
Don't argue with me, Bannon. Your heavy tanks will be sitting ducks on those narrow streets. Now move out!
And do not forget the church, Colonel.
I don't know why I'm shooting those
Okay,
rounds
try
over there.
not to damage the church, Parker. It's apparently very old and has some cultural value to our allies.
It
I
was
don't-
built in the 12th century. Vous n'avez donc aucune culture.
Yeah.
Well,
On
you
culture
heard
is
the
swine.
Commandant. But don't hesitate to blast the damn thing if it stands in the way of your objective.
Now the reason I'm
Six out.
shooting over here is that one of these buildings, I don't remember which one, several buildings actually, have snipers in them, so I'm just using the artillery to kind of thin that out a bit. And of course anything... That's not what I meant to shoot. Anything that is anti-infantry will be taken out first. The anti-tank stuff is irrelevant. We'll have some more artillery later, actually. That's going to be very useful. Paired with the mortars that I'm not actually too much of a fan of. They're extremely expensive, but they're good against structures, presuming they hit. They're horribly inaccurate. They're good against structures, they don't have very much splash damage at all, and they're extremely good against infantry. So I'm going to make the probably foolish assumption, not you, that the... We're gonna have to deal with that. That the sniper is dealt with. It's probably not dealt with, but we're gonna fire some white phosphorus over here. And possibly hit nothing. We have more white phosphorus we can fire. Why not? It's not a terrible idea to purchase some snipers as well, if you don't mind the cost. They're a bit expensive, but they get the job done. Move these guys back a bit. We may as well just keep blanketing that, because there's just going to be a bunch of tanks over there, unfortunately. They took out the fortification. It's not actually what I wanted them to do. Once they kill that group, there we go. Start getting shots off on these tanks over here. Alright, you guys, I need you to kill that for me before these guys get close. They can actually deal with that stuff relatively easily, the rocket launcher squads, because their range is so long. But it's just nice to have these guys dealing with it. I'm just gonna have them blanket that side of the area.
Parker,
There's a sniper somewhere.
up on the hill. We have some airborne units standing by you could call in.
Where
Eagle
is the
6 out.
sniper? Please run for me.
Yes, Commander. Infantry moving out. Where do you heading out? Needed that building is going to be ours. I was out. Set up in that building.
Where's the sniper? Are you a sniper? No. You're not a sniper. You're not a sniper. Where did he go? Those guys are still just bombarding that, whatever. You know what? Shoot that for me. You have so much time in this mission, it's actually ridiculous. We could call in some airborne infantry. That's actually not a terrible idea, because we're going to be using a lot of infantry units in this mission. And a few artillery. These two medium, assuming they live. I'm not going to buy more. I might not buy more. And two heavy artillery back in those trees there that we'll relatively soon have an objective for. You're doing a bit more than firing for effect, but whatever. Mortar are actually a little bit more effective farther away. It's weird. All artillery in general, I guess, is a little more effective further away. I'm surprised that actually is even doing damage. We could get more infantry. Unfortunately, airborne infantry, I don't believe any of the airborne infantry have rockets. I think it's just machine guns, yeah. You can apparently call in artillery. What is that? Call artillery there. Is it just precise artillery? Because that's pretty darn good if true. Wow, it's just straight up precise artillery. That's very powerful. Alright, so that's all built. We're going to leave those guys on that side. We're going to send our infantry over yonder. And I'm just going to start blowing up buildings that have confirmed units in them. We could buy a scout helicopter. Actually, yeah, that's a pretty good idea to buy one. I might buy a third artillery. No, we need anti-tank.
You lost a unit.
There's the sniper. Flee! Well, that squad's dead. Snipers, man, they're dangerous. We don't have anything to deal with that on that side. Whatever. Let's go, team. What are you guys shooting? Nothing. You already blew up your building. Shoot that one for me. Run, please. I'll just have those guys slow them down for now, while these dudes get reinforced, because they need it. Did they both get reinforced? Who knows? Apparently they got one of my units. Get in the building for me. Scout helicopters are basically worthless against everything that isn't either light armor, as in basically just vehicles, or infantry. Did you really just jump in that building next to my dudes? Unit killed! Rude. Let's see, laser guided bombs would be nice to have here actually. Drop one there, one there. There's another point. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys back here that I'm supposed to be killing. You're not gonna do the job. It's tank busters that I need. I forgot about these guys back here. Where's the other one? We'll go with that and see if it hits both. I believe there's just two back there. Get in that building. No kills confirmed. Oh, there it is. I see it. This is probably, yeah, that's not gonna work. I need a tank buster, unfortunately, or a laser guided bomb or something, or a carpet bomb, but we can't see it, so. And you guys are too far away to hit them. How far from their range are you? Way far. We need to capture these points. Unfortunately, all of my dudes are dead, so we have to wait for them to come back. And I would like to kill this unit here. Is it still there? It is still there. Was there two over here? Where's the tank buster? There it is. There might just, no, there is two. Hopefully that hits. Cutting it a bit close, but hopefully it does hit. And then once we've got that sorted out.
Orders won't bother us anymore, Parker.
There we go.
Well done.
Once we've got that sorted out, which we do, we can start calling in airborne infantry again, because that's going to be my main point capturing units, is the airborne infantry. Preferably, anyway. Not always going to be possible, but I would like it to work that way. That's how that was supposed to be. You guys just hang out here, you should be fine. Shoot him? Thank you. There we go. Now we got units and stuff. I can call in some more units. I can call in artillery on nothing because I'm too far away. What in the dickens? Okay. Are you guys doing anything? I don't think they were. Shoot that for me. Our next objective, I'm actually doing my next objective right now, by the way. The next objective is to capture not capture, but eliminate defenses around certain points on the map, which is what I've been doing. I don't know if they rebuild. If they do, that's going to be kind of stupid, but in the meantime, I'm going to see if I can use my scout helicopter plus my artillery here to try and eliminate some defenses and some enemies around the area. Be careful though, because he is made of tissue, and I don't want him to die. I don't care about that guy. You need to die, though.
Well done, Parker.
I do like watching artillery
Bannon's company
fire.
will defend those bridges.
I don't
while
like
you
watching them
continue
shoot at
toward the
me, but
church.
you're gonna run them over, aren't you? Yeah. Oh well. 'Twas a valiant effort. We need more of you.
Parker,
Up, hello.
we need to clear out
Never
the
mind.
town. You'll have to move fast, but be careful. Call in fire support if needed. Eagle 6 out.
Call in fire support if needed, you say. It's gonna pan the camera down here for no apparent reason, despite the fact I need to be doing things, game. Thank you. Bannon will show up. He's gonna be basically useless, though, even though he's got the heavy equipment that I do not
Parker,
have,
the
unfortunately.
artillery needs to be dealt with. Capture or destroy it. I'm calling in an
It's over
airstrike
there,
to clear the
by the
way
way.
for you. Eagle 6 out.
I think it may have rebuilt the defenses. Did it? No, it didn't rebuild them. I guess it's just waiting for me to move units up to it. I would like to capture those artillery up there, and the easiest way to do that, somewhat comically, is just to do that. It's a somewhat hilarious means of dealing with it, and I really don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but whatever. Actually, we should be on this side. We're gonna sweep from the right, because that's where the artillery is anyway.
Captain Bannon,
So there's
are you
two of
covering
these
the
over
right
here.
flank? I think I saw some movement there.
Here's the other one.
Yeah, I'm looking and there's nothing there. Not a damn thing.
Thankfully, the
Are you
AI
sure,
is
Captain?
being stupid with them, so...
Yes, Commandant, I'm sure. No wonder you people can't defend your own country. You keep jumping at shadows.
Yeah!
That's enough, Bannon. Focus on the mission
Bannon,
and
by
stay
the
off
way.
the radio if you don't have anything important to report.
I don't know what it is with Bannon in this mission, but he is completely useless. He moves all of his units over there, and they will not defend this point, which is the one that's usually getting attacked. It's actually quite annoying. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to set up his units up between those two bridges, but he never does, so... They'll hold their
First one
own
down,
well
Parker.
enough, though.
Keep moving.
Unfortunately, we didn't actually capture them because there's tanks up there. Usually there are not tanks up there, but this time there are. And of course there's a freaking sniper there. Once we get into the trees, we should be alright. In fact, it looks like he doesn't have line of sight on us anyway. Plus he's gonna die to mortars, so whatever. Now I want you lot to not shoot at the artillery. There we go. Is good. Please don't shoot the artillery, you dingle-dongles.
Well done, Parker.
There we go.
That's a German-made Raketenwerfer you just captured.
Raketenwerfer,
Use it to support your
you say.
attack.
Now, for the most part, these dudes will just be hanging out down here. I will leave a single squad, you, down here with them, and everyone else will go back to doing that thing called the objective. And all of you are now number 2. Somewhat inefficiently, I'm aware, but everyone that is artillery is going to shoot the same target because I can't be bothered micromanaging stuff in this mission. Shoot at that for me. I love how quickly they can change targets. That's not physically possible, by the way, but whatever.
Where do you need us? Yes, Commander. Squad moving.
Bannon, what are you doing up there? What is Bannon doing? I don't know what Bannon's doing, but he's doing a thing. Where's my helicopter? There he is. Are we still getting shot by? Oh, there's a sniper over there. What building was he in? Who knows? He's in a building that's about to explode, though, and that's the important part. You guys can shoot that far? Just barely, it looks like. Yeah, there come their shells. The medium artillery per shot does way more damage. However, obviously the heavy artillery just blankets the area, so. There's not going to be a lot of buildings left in the city, by the way, if you haven't figured this out yet. We need to go back down this way. Unfortunately, because I would actually like to use those buildings, but whatever. I think I'm just gonna reinforce you guys. It'll be alright.
Where do you need us? Fire at that building.
I really need more anti-tank though, than anything else. Let's fix our dudes while we're here. Actually, we're being shot at. No, we'll be fine. I don't know what Bannon's doing. He moved his dudes up there. I don't know. He appears to have lost a bunch of his units. I don't know where they went. All he's got is 2 medium tanks left, so whatever. You lot, let's go. Places to be, things to do. Artillery to fire. At that, why not? We do have to be careful around this little intersection area here because that's where their tanks drive down the road and they will frequently run you over. That is just comical looking. I guess we'll start firing over there. There's another sniper somewhere over there. I know that at least. We did it. Woo!
Another strong point cleared,
Gonna
Parker.
clear this one out because I think that one's already empty.
What's your status?
We're close to the second waypoint.
I love
haven't
watching
seen
that.
the enemy yet, Colonel.
Eagle 6, this is Bannon. Nothing's happening here, sir. Request permission to support the attack on the town. Over.
No.
Denied, Bannon. Stay with the Commandant. Eagle 6 out. Halfway there, Parker.
Oh, there's the
Parker,
freaking sniper right
In
there.
their infinite wisdom, Division Command has decided that the airborne assets are needed elsewhere.
Oh no.
I tried to argue, but they wouldn't listen.
Where is my helicopter?
Can't call on
There
them
it is.
any longer. Eagle 6 out.
You can still use the helicopter you had, presuming it is still alive. We're actually going to lose that point, I think. Hopefully they don't shoot at my artillery, because my artillery is now way out in the open, basically. Hello. Please, please, do not shoot at me. I am but a squishy vehicle. Okay. Let's see, my units are hanging out there. Alright, let's fire everything in that general area. Clear out that area a little bit. And then this is the only point left that is not the church. I'm gonna try and not blow up the church, but you know. You can never guarantee
Almost cleared
everything.
the entire town, Parker. There can't be many of those bastards left.
You are correct. There cannot be. We don't need to reinforce you, do we? We can't reinforce you. Good to know. Where's my helicopter? Helicopter. There it is. It's very hard to keep track of this thing. It's actually being shot. No, don't move. It's very hard to keep track of this thing. Plus, I think he's being shot at by stuff, which is unfortunate. There is, if I'm not mistaken, dudes over here. A sniper or two over here, actually. The only way to find them is to either go out here, which is suicide for infantry, or to have one of these helicopters. Because they have an IR scanner, which allows you to find hidden units. Please hit him with your missile, thank you. I think there's another one, or maybe there's not, I don't know. There he is. That should be it. My artillery's just been shooting at that the whole time. That is the thing with medium artillery compared to heavy, though. And we need to wait for the scanner again. The medium artillery will continue firing at whatever it was you told it to shoot at, basically forever. Heavy artillery does it in waves, which is technically better. There we go. That should be all of the, apart from that guy right there, that should be all of the potentially dangerous units in the area. Oh, there's dudes right there, actually. Get in that building, please. In fact, both of you get in that building. Because that sniper is going to shoot the crap out of them, basically constantly, and I wish he would stop. Shoot that for me. Now that we've dealt with that, get out of the building, get in that circle, reinforce yourselves. I really wish I could afford to reinforce both of them, but I cannot right now. How much do you need? No idea. Apparently that much. Good to know. You guys are still alright? Good. Clear that out for me. We can buy medium tanks now, which really isn't that good of an idea, but you could do it if you wanted to. Eventually, I think we're gonna need to move our heavy artillery somewhere. I don't remember where we should move them, but if I recall, you should move them somewhere at some point. It's very descriptive, I know, but the building will be ours. Now, unfortunately, because of the angle of fire here, we cannot hit that very well. In fact, you guys can't hit that at all, unfortunately. May as well try and kill this guy with artillery here. They're there, we may as well. Our heavy artillery is basically going to do a whole lot of nothing over here because there's a weird slope. Also explosions, but there's a weird slope there that makes it really hard to hit things with these missiles for whatever reason. And again, our objective is not to destroy that church. I don't think they can shoot at that, but whatever, they'll get it done eventually. Then once that's dead, maybe we can do something. I don't know, you guys need to get it out of the building though before you explode violently. Have we hit the church? No, we have not hit the church. What are you guys doing? This is not general recommended strategy here. Whatever. It got the job done, that's all I need. You two, get out of your building, let's go. You guys get to go all the way back down there. And we... Oh yeah, we can't call in... That's awkward. Well... Yo, who is shooting... Oh, it's the freaking tanks shooting over here. I was wondering what was shooting at us. It turns out it's the tanks. That's good to know. You guys can chill there. I think they're safe. Safe-ish. We have to wait for these guys to get over here, which is going to take quite some time, unfortunately. That's a nice hole in the wall. Alright, once you guys are done building that, we're going to stuff them in very poorly constructed buildings, unfortunately. But it's the buildings we have, so whatever. Actually, we could stuff them in that one. That would be fairly good. I do that. You... I guess... We don't have very many good buildings left here because at the very start of this mission, the AI shoots a bunch of artillery at the area and blows up that. No, park it on. Right, what are we doing? Please don't run my dudes over. Thank you. Please stop shooting my men with your heavy tanks, please. I still have that helicopter chilling.
An enemy column moving toward the bridges.
Yes, I would like to move my units. Would you allow me to do that?
Deal with it, Parker. Those bridges must not fall.
No, for real. Can I move my artillery that's like right there in a very dangerous situation?
This is Bannon.
Let's go.
Toward the bridges now.
I think over there is a good point to put our artillery.
Do I have to tell you? You stay with the Commandant.
You as well.
Do you read me? Over.
Let's go, buddies.
The Commandant is doing fine, sir. My lead elements are almost at the bridges already.
Man, I wish we had anti-air
Turn
over
around
here.
and return to the Commandant. Bannon.
Please run.
Come in.
Let's
God
see.
damn it, hold those bridges, Parker.
Let's get some medium tanks up because we're gonna probably need them. Park them right there, it doesn't matter. Just get them out, we'll move them later. You get attacked with a whole boatload of crap in a very short period of time. Unfortunately, they also just blew up that building with my dudes inside of it. Which sucks, but hey. As long as we don't lose the bridge, we'll be alright. It's not very hard to lose the bridge, but as long as we don't lose it, we'll be alright. And of course he immediately ran over all of my dudes because he's a bit rude. If he's trying to continue running over my dudes, I'm not sure. Can you stick your face over there? Oh look, it's Bannon decided to show up in the party. And what we are now going to do is something relatively silly. Actually no, we're gonna do this. Which looks silly right now, but don't worry about it. I got it covered. Can you... I think that's firing into the right location. It might not be. We're gonna change our target location. We're gonna shoot over there. Preferably like now would be nice. Those tanks aren't gonna last very long, unfortunately. There's nothing we can really do about that either, which kind of sucks. Get in that building. It's not much of a building, but it's a building. It'll work, I suppose. Just shoot a big old smoke screen over there, why not? It's a single missile. It looks glorious. It's the world's largest smoke screen, though. My unit has been killed. Let's see, I think you guys can't actually shoot that far. Just keep shooting that bridge. Have we lost everything on this side? No, we still have the forward defenses over there. We've lost our tank, though, unfortunately. Actually, no, don't do there.
Got those commie bastards!
Yeah!
Bannon, you goddamn cowboy! You are to return to the Commandant!
You goddamn
Come
cowboy.
in! They're all around us! Merde! It's an ambush! Mais on est perdus!
Are we shot in the back? We are. Physics!
Commandant, come in! Bannon, get back to the Commandant at once! That's a direct order!
Yes, sir! Moving there now!
Good job, Bannon. Scrubbed.
Another excellent job,
We
Parker.
did it.
The main offensive will start within the hour, and thanks to you, they'll face an uncoordinated rabble. Good to see you managed to save the church as well. Eagle 6 out.
It is also possible on this mission to lose units on the victory screen because stuff continues to come. It's a bit weird, are these missions? We have defeated the enemy, apparently. But those units that spawn there are gonna keep coming, you know, and potentially blow up my tank down there. They may not, they may, who knows. Either way, that wasn't any faster than the last time I did it, so boo, I guess. And then we get to do this mission, which also is probably not going to be any faster than the last time I did it. But either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.